Howdy, and welcome back to a very special episode on the channel because we're going to carve a pumpkin for Halloween, and we're not going to use any traditional tools. I did not even bother buy a carving set when we were at the store earlier today. I'm going to go get a chunk of obsidian, break it into various sized pieces, and we're going to use that to carve said pumpkin for Halloween. And I tried to find a video of someone else that may have done this on YouTube anywhere. Couldn't find a video, so we're going to do it first here on the channel. And you guys are going to join me on this awesome process. So let's get into it. So we have our pumpkin here, and I got some freshly broken pieces of obsidian. And I have a whole tray just in case I need some more, because obsidian is fragile. Now, I still have not decided on the design just yet, because I want to first, of course, get the lid off and then, scoop out the inside before I pick the design. It'll give me an idea of how tough this is going to be. So let's go ahead and get off the cap here. Sticker off. All right, so I do have to be very careful and don't try this at home. Seriously, do not try this at home because this is very sharp. I mean, if you want to know how sharp it is, it's sharp. Oh, I'm sorry, pumpkin. Okay. This was a mistake. When I bought this pumpkin, it wasn't even for this initially. This is actually, it's at the store in Rivers, like, pumpkin. And I'm like, oh, you want a pumpkin? And the moment I put it in my cart, I'm like, it would be really cool if I did a video carving a pumpkin with rocks. Obsidian, to be precise. And I'm wondering if I did, if I had error in judgment for this idea, because, yeah, I don't know how thick this gourd is. I put on these gloves so I can actually have a better grip on the obsidian for safety reasons, because as the obsidian gets wet, it gets slippery. Success! Alright. So now I'm going to take off my gloves again. Okay. Now I had specifically set aside a scraper, which I guess it was the one I was just using. Let's just see how well it does. Actually, it does pretty well. Ta-da! Okay. Now for the fun part. Get my big hands in there. Oh boy. I kind of want to rough up these edges a little bit so they're not as sharp. Here. That leaves me with just this end for the scraping on the inside. Now, again, I do have to be very careful with my work surface here because there are a lot of really tiny pieces of obsidian that's kind of over the surface. So again, that's why I said do not try this on, because this is not safe as far as sharp stuff everywhere. But we are gonna use this improvised scraper. So I'm not a flint napper. I never really flint napped anything in my life. This is just improvised scraper of a piece that looked like that could work. And I just use this rock here to rough up the edges of where we're sharp, so I wouldn't really hurt myself too much if it slipped. Oh, do I want gloves for this part? Nah, it's fine. It is fine. I feel so weird. I haven't done this in a long time. I think the last pumpkin I carved a Gengar into it, I believe. Actually, you know, screw it. We're going to go ahead and go in. We're going in. This actually seems to work pretty well, honestly. I might just do a simple design. Maybe just a classic design. I don't know. It needs to be something somewhat simple anyway. Just because these are not precise tools. Maybe if I got really good at it sometime, maybe in the future video, in the years to come, maybe I'll do a more complicated carving with rock. All right, got the innards out. Not too bad. See if our lid still fits. It does, luckily. All right, let's get this cleaned up, and we're gonna switch over to figuring out what the design is. So let's do that. Alrighty, so design. Keep it simple because, again, don't have precise tools to work with. Let me see here. Simple. Should I do triangles or circles? We'll do triangles. And we're going to do a big mouth. Let's see here. Start here. There. At least want one tooth if I can. I'll do 2 teeth if I can. Yeah, I'll do 2 teeth. And then one big goofy smile. Ah. Keep it simple, eh? I kind of want to get a circle started just on the inside of the eyes and the mouth. So that's where I can kind of start shaping away. Because I think that might be the best way to do this. The best way to do that is just have a point where I can just do this. Just realized the first hole on this I didn't go all the way through. This is why I'm not doing a super detailed pumpkin. Because it's a lot of gourd. I wonder if I can just... This is the scraper. Was this? No, this is a different piece. I thought this was maybe the scraper I was using. It's not. It does have some nice sharp edges. I might get my gloves back on for this part. Making sure it has a flat edge of the stone again against the parts that I don't want to slice off. Oops. I broke up the obsidian. No! Ah. Are you kidding me? Oh boy. If I lose the teeth, it's okay. I almost need a thinner piece to be able to scrape that out. Well, that one broke. This one here. I do have to get that piece out. That works. The thing that sucks is my hands are cramping up a little bit from from doing this, but that's okay. Oh, I'm too far on that one. That's okay. That is okay. So I think if I could just get past the flesh here on the pumpkin, and the rest seems to go up pretty easily so far. Technically, I could probably just erase the triangles and leave the circles and call it good, but no, we are dedicated to do this. I think it helps that I had pre-drilled the holes, so I had a place to start. And we'll just very carefully carve out the eyes. One more eye, and then we'll make sure we get all the details all done, and go from there. So I don't want to toot my own horn, but dude. I mean, considering that I carved this pumpkin with nothing but obsidian, I would say it turned out pretty good, considering. And I haven't really noticed anyone else like carve a pumpkin out with rock before. Not out of rock, but with rock. Like literally, what we just did here. But I would love to hear what you think of my little friend over here in the comment section down below. And yeah, keep on rocking through Rocktober, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Rock on.